Hey friends, I hope that today is a great day. I hope that today is a powerful day. I hope that these supernatural thoughts are building in your heart and in your mind. I pray that they are transforming the way that you think, the way that you look at life, the way that you process life, the way that you even evaluate life. I know that especially on today's truth, as we get to it in just a couple of minutes, oh my goodness, this changes the way that I think. This changes the way that I feel. This changes the way that I evaluate circumstances and relationships and even opportunities. And so let's go back and let's recap our supernatural thoughts so we can see how today just continues to build upon it. The first supernatural thought is that I am in God's story. The second one is that I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. The third one is that my life has purpose. And the fourth one is that the cross has the final word. Today's supernatural thought is that I serve at the pleasure of the King. I know that's kind of weird verbiage or weird language, but just let the intent of that phrase just saturate your heart and saturate your mind, because I am in God's story, and because I am fearfully and wonderfully made, and because my life has purpose, and because of the fact that the cross has the final word over my life and about my God, then I can serve at His pleasure. He tells me where to go. He tells me what to do. I do not worry about the outcomes of the calling that He has placed on my life. I don't worry about even how that's perceived by the people around me, even though I always want to walk in humility and transparency and truth. I serve at the pleasure of the King, and my ear is inclined to not only His voice, but also His direction. And so there's so much freedom in that for us. I'm 44 years old, and it has definitely been a process of getting to this place. And I'm going to be so transparent and say, it's not that I don't want to project like I don't care what people think, because naturally I do. I probably will until the day that God takes me home. But when I remember the truth that I serve at the pleasure of the King, and the cross has the final word of victory over my life, then I can care a lot less when it comes to what people say or think or do. And actually, here's what I want you to understand, at least for me, that frees me up to value relationships at a deeper level, because I'm not pinning my well-being or my acceptance or my value on other people. I am placing that at the foot of the cross. And when I place that need at the foot of the cross, and I receive direction and validation from the Lord, then I'm actually freed up to love and serve people at a deeper, more authentic, vulnerable, and truthful level. And so whenever you wake up in the morning and you remember, today I'm in the story of God, and I'm fearfully and I'm wonderfully made, and my life has purpose, and the cross has the final word, then Lord, I'm just going to thank you, serve at your pleasure today. So you tell me where to go. You tell me what to do. You tell me how to do it. I'm going to do it out of obedience, because I love you and I know you love me, and I know that your plans and purposes are good, and I'm going to leave the outcomes to you. That, my friends, is the full, free, abundant life lived out in the day in and day out circumstances of our life. So today, serve at the pleasure of the King.